What's up, my dudes? Valkyrja. Today I'm coming to you at the mercy of the crowd because I was wrong, and I want to make this video to make sure I put out the correct information so you guys all know we're all on the same page. Now, there is one thing that I saw a lot in the comments, and I actually only found one comment properly explaining this, so shout out to that one guy. You know who you are. There's only one comment properly explaining how this works. But basically, I'm going to showcase to you guys that it honestly doesn't matter how you do it. You don't need C2. It's a fallacy. I was wrong. I was bamboozled, and I finally did my own testing and figured it out. But there is optimization where you can do 4 normals, as they said in the comments, and then do that. The only reason that you do it like that, it isn't to get the ult, or isn't to get Pale Flame active at the ult. It's to try to maximize the amount of damage you have out of it. But then you have to compare the Fizz Shred that you're going to get versus the 4 normals. But in actuality, it literally doesn't matter. So let me show you what I mean. So I have 4-piece Pale Flame on right now, just to show you guys, 4-piece Pale Flame. I have 4-piece Pale Flame on. We're going to go ahead, we're going to do 1, and you can see I have 2441 attack. Okay? We're going to go ahead and we're going to let that time out so you guys know what the base is. 2441 is 1 stack. We also want to make sure we keep our stack here. So what we're going to do next is we're going to let it time out. We're at 2343. Then we're going to pop ult. And we haven't done any skill damage yet, and now we saw the sword came out and hit him, right? I'm at 2538. So the reason that works like that, and look, you can see this is actually going to stay the entire ult duration. 2538, it doesn't matter. You can do E before, after, it doesn't matter. It stays the entire duration. So the reason that works like that is if you get 1 stack, a singular stack, you can full proc Pale Flame because the sword that spawns afterwards. See the sword that hits? The sword hits 0.3 seconds after, or at least 0.3 seconds after, to the point where you can actually get both stacks at the exact same time. Well, not the exact same time, but one right after another, to where it literally doesn't matter as long as you E after. The N4 into hold E, which normal attack times 4 into hold E, is literally that. Now, that being said, I was wrong, and I will admit I was wrong. Do I still think 2-piece Bloodstained 2-piece Pale Flame is better? Or 2-piece Bloodstained 2-piece Pale Flame is better? It's going to depend on your artifact RNG. So, here's another point I want to make, and I want to make sure to make in this video, at least while people are still watching. Make sure that you guys are using your best artifacts. Remember, this only gives you 18% attack, which is another, it's basically 2-piece Pale Flame, 2-piece Gladiator, 2-piece Bloodstained, all maxed into 1, right? This gives you 18% attack and the 50% fizz damage that you already get from 2-piece Bloodstained, 2-piece Pale Flame. If you don't feel comfortable, like, constantly keeping, or if your Pale Flame pieces are suffering and they're not as good as your 2-piece, for example, if I go to Bloodstained, I have this piece that gives me 19.8% attack versus Bloodstained, where I'm not getting nearly as much. I'm getting 14.7. It might be a little bit of a buff, but you can see the crit damage bonus there, pretty nice. But basically, it all depends where your artifacts are. For example, I'll have a lot of attack using this, or I can swap out here and there, run 2-piece. You gotta just keep in mind your artifacts and where you're getting the most attack from. But in the end, yes, I was wrong. Pale Flame is the best set, consuming everything's the exact same. I was wrong that everyone was wrong. Instead, everyone was right and Valk was wrong. Hog. So hopefully this video clears up my own misunderstanding, because it cleared up for me. And also, the whole N4 stuff is just optimization. You don't need to do anything. Just make sure you hold E somewhere before the ult pops, and as long as you have a singular stack, you'll get the 4-piece Pale Flame bonus. Anyways, thank you guys for watching as always. Sorry about that little bit of a mess up. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.